Hi, the discussion this week is the CFA versus the NCAA court case. The CFA was established to help increase demand for watching football games and go against the NCAA control of broadcasting games. They had the right to broadcast them and were splitting the profits 60-40, where 60% went to the NCAA and 40% went to the schools. The CFA wanted to pool the rights from the NCAA to give them back to the institutions so they could control their own broadcasting rights. What happened was the CFA brought the NCAA to court, and it was determined that the NCAA was violating antitrust laws. So far we have seen that this has not been uncommon. A lot of times they are. Also all about the money. To do this, the CFA had established a legal fund that came from institutions and the conferences. The NCAA used TV revenue and membership dues to fight it. Now, our question number one this week is, do you think it was a good use of revenues by both organizations? And the answer, which I think a lot of people have so far said, has been yes. This is typically where the money comes from. For the CFA, it comes from the institutions and the conferences, rather than some magical CFA pocket where the money just flows out of. And the same thing with the NCAA. As part of an organization, you pay dues. The NCAA also has money coming from TV revenue. This is where their money comes from, and this is how their money is meant to be spent. This was important because this was supposed to be to help bring in more money later. It's like the philosophy, you have to spend money to make money. Well, that's actually what happened. They had to spend money, and so in the end, they could make more money. Question number two is, do we think the organizations should poll their members about the appropriateness of spending their funds this way? And in reality, I think that it doesn't matter. The point is that when they're part of this organization, they do have some say, but in reality, a lot of it comes down to what would be the best of the organization. So in a sense, yes, they should be polled, but at the same time, you're going to have some teams and members, organizations, they're going to say no, that they don't want to. And what could happen is that they won't want to pay, and then they'll leave. So it's important to get the feedback, but at the same time, it's also important to retain your members, no matter what. And the problem is that if they leave, not only do you become weaker and you lose more money, the team that leaves is going to want something else, like another organization, or they'll end up collapsing and they'll hurt themselves. So in the end, organizations should probably poll their members, but at the same time, these members have to understand that when everything comes to the end, you're going to need these organizations. So in the sense, unless everyone else can come to a consensus that's a yes or no, chances are the majority is always going to rule. Have a good week.